Yo, what's good? So, I think you guys are right. So, I know a lot of the topics like suicide rates. Men do lead in suicide rates. Um, I don't know how I feel about suicide though.
What you mean?
Like in terms of like the empathy I have, right? When it gets so hard that I do something which I deem can be. I have people have kids, they still do it. People have lives, job. People depend on them. People that love them, right? And I feel like it can be also seen as like almost selfish, And so I don't want to, speak poorly like on the dead or the fallen, but when you take your life and there's so many people around you that depend on you that love you, like I just feel like, but again, I guess that's the point where we just fight through everything all the time.
Mhm.
But do we just? Is there a point where you just stop fighting?
I
Like
think
this?
when someone gets to the point where suicide is an option, they don't feel like there's anyone that they can talk to, or that they feel like there's anyone that cares enough about them that if they do die, that it will affect them. So to them, it's definitely not selfish.
Yeah,
They
but
feel
but
like
you
I'll
know,
be doing them a favor by just offing myself.
yeah, but that's not always necessarily the case. When you think of the psychology behind the human mind, there's just so many complexities there. So it's never just a one size fits all, meaning people don't always, those that do commit suicide, it's not always because they're just tired of life, or they feel like no one is there to love them, or to care for them or care about them. Sometimes it's that extra mental stimulation of negativity that's constant. They wake up in that negativity and they go to sleep in that negativity, and it's claustrophobic, and they don't know how to deal with it. And the selfless thing that they feel like they can do is to take their own lives, so that way they aren't a burden on their family and friends. So sometimes it's also that perspective too. So I don't necessarily think it's selfish. I think it's selfish for those of us who live and have dealt or have to deal with people who have committed suicide, to say, oh, that person was selfish, because we don't know what led to that person taking their lives, or what was the last straw. Sometimes it's that one mental break where it's just like, I can't wake up another day feeling like this,
Mhm.
and I just rather not be here. Sometimes not being here feels better than being here. This life is not easy.
Now, I think you're right where the intent wouldn't be selfish, but aren't things still what they are regardless of intent? You just might call it something different. Like when people kill people by accident, you're still killing them, but they call it manslaughter.
Hmm.
Right. So if it still has the same fallout regardless of intent, isn't it still that thing?
It's a matter of perspective.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
what